aspects of American pragmatism is its interest and, in fact, its emphasis on context. Prior to the development of American pragmatism, much, and in fact this continues to be the case, much of philosophical work seems to be context-free, especially in the field of Anglo-American analytic philosophy, in the philosophy of language. There's often the sense that context is irrelevant to the way in which logical forms work. One of the things that Dewey emphasized over and over in his logics of 1903, 1916, and in fact in 1938, his big logic, was that context is extremely important in logical form. And one of the ways that he made this point was to invert the treatment of logic that Aristotle had given us. In Aristotle, logical forms are imposed upon experience. For Dewey, logical forms grow out of experience, and they are subject to experience. One of the best examples of this comes from a dialogue, an interchange that Dewey had with Ernest Nagel over the question of the excluded middle. Nagel was thinking that the excluded middle, the law of the excluded middle, must in fact pertain to all experience. And so he argued that the door is either open or closed, and there cannot be a third position. But Dewey came back and said, well, this has to do with context always, because you have to know what a door is, you have to know what open is, you have to know what closed is. And in fact, he could have argued, have you ever heard of a Dutch door? One of those doors that opens in the top is closed in the bottom. So it all has to do with context, not universal. Dewey added, by the way, that in his theory of inquiry, that his rejection of what he called the epistemology industry hung on the fact that there is no such thing as knowledge in general. All knowledge is contextual. All knowledge has to do with particular cases.